It's week 3 of the National Football League. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Commanders and the Raiders on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom.
This is the calm before the storm, baby.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down. Shields. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Shields. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes. Everyone wants to come out and generate a little momentum. He's done that and more, no question about it.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
There, and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs going to try the middle, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 21 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Shields. Touchdown Raiders. Gerald Everett. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Taylor. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down, Shields. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And we can see on the next-gen stats, he picked up nearly 30 yards after that initial contact. On 1st and 10, Shields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A beautiful fake to about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The pass caught by Olave. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raiders now set to get the football back. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense, and they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, touchdown Washington. Jonathan Taylor, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields caught by Wilson. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 10-10 our score after one on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offensive. We can't have that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Shields. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Shields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Shields. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He finds Taylor, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. Remind me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. And I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. To the right side and complete to Washington. To throw on 2nd down. Shields. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And even 100 yards on the ground here for Jacobs. And this is a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. On 2nd down, Evans looking for space. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Olave over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Shields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes can't get away, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now a give to Taylor. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Shields. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick here is good. And they have regained the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the...
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Commanders for the first possession of the third quarter. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes now on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jameson Williams from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. And he's going to go down again. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Shifts past him at the 45. And he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 92 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st down, Shields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Let's go, man.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
On the draw is Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it to Williams.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Kyle Pitts
with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Commanders are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young
getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Raiders on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Shields on the slant. He's got Davis.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result... Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town.
meanwhile for Las Vegas,
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.